Hello everybody. Last episode we made our way here to the Defender's Heart, which is a tavern that is being used as a base for the Crusaders right now. Today's episode we're going to start here in the tavern. We're going to see if there's anybody important in here that we need to speak to. We're going to probably try to sell all the stuff. Lacey has leveled up. I wanted to make sure that I leveled up on camera. So she is now a level 3. So she has 3 more points to distribute. She's definitely having some issues. Okay, she gets a new feat. So let's go ahead and pick evocation. See how we do with that. And now we get 1 new spell. Hypnotism hits all enemies within 30 feet. Let's get that, because I wouldn't mind having an AoE. And that might help us out. We're going to check it out. See how we do with that. Buddy also has to level up. You want to give him mobility, athletics. Okay, he gets a feat also. We're going to give him bite. Now, Sela did not level up this time. She has only a couple hundred more XP points. Now, she didn't level up because I purposefully set my companions to not level up automatically. That's just how I roll. So now that we've got that done, I want to personal chest. Oh, cool, we have a bank. We can put all of our stuff in here that we want to keep, but maybe don't want to carry, which I'm thinking it's going to be the books that we have read already. That would be something good to put in there. And that's it for now, I think. So let's explore this room just a bit. Make sure there's... Oh! Hey, wait! Mind if I bend your ear about something? Anevia's outside my door. Sure. So, here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that. And I know that you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Oh. So, you want me to stay here? No. Your task is far too important. You can't just hole up here all cozy-like. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, okay? 'Cause if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. You got it? Oh, don't worry. Is there anything else you wanted to talk to me about? So, the rift that damn beetle left with his scythe? Yeah, well, it cut the city in 2. And it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried, but if you've got a mind to go across, I think you're going to have to eventually. You might want to give the square a once-over. Thanks for the warning, though. I'll talk to you later. Later. Watch yourself out there. Will do. Now, she brings up an important point, because when we woke up from our sleep last episode, We received quite a few quests, and if I open up our journal, you can see all of these that we have here. Okay, there's Staunton. So we're going to talk to him. But first, I want to get rid of my stuff. And this guy looks like a bartender. He might be able to buy my stuff. What'll it be? I'm Lacey. And you are? Gemel Hawks. Vampire. Oh, are you really a vampire? No. That medallion you're wearing, that's a sacred symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric of Caden Callion? I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best there's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Any news in the city? There's demons, and then you showed up. Boy, you're not much for talking. Gemel gives you a long, mournful look, but says nothing. Well, can you show me what you have to offer? Ah, here we go. So he's got all kinds of things he's selling. And we are going to have to see how much... Ooh, he's got some magic stuff. What I want to do is down here it says bulk selling, and there's a button right here. I can sell junk, that would be other, and anything non-magical. So I'm going to hit this bulk selling, and it's going to take everything that we don't need. We will get 1,975, so we're up to 3,414. What we've got price-wise. Going from the cheapest up. Most of this stuff is junk. And in fact, I think we gave him a lot of this stuff. So that's good to know because we can buy it back if we need to. All right, let's buy that. We're down to 189 gold. That's okay. Who do we need to talk to here? Let's start with Staunton. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Great Garrison. Name's Staunton Vane, if you've heard rumors about me. Just so you know, everything people say about me, it's true. What do people say about you? They say I'm a traitor, as bad as a Relu Vorlash, that I'm a disgrace, even among the ranks of the condemned. That Queen Galfrey should never have spared me. I belong on the gallows. Oh, why do they hate you so much? You don't know. I'm the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in the fortresses on the edge of the world wound, instead of bringing the fight to the demons. We used to have a foothold in the wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it, till it fell, all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. Oh. I was tried. They wanted to execute me, and rightly so. But the Queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done. So, that's how I live. Decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. You gonna spit in my face too? Wouldn't surprise me. Well, it's not my place to judge you. Who knows what I would have done in your shoes? Really? Well, that's something, I suppose. I need to talk to the elf who calls himself the storyteller. Do you know where I might be able to find him? Oh, The storyteller. Strange old fellow. He used to sit with me for hours, asking all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a bit. I hope he's alive and well. He is completely blind and feeble. So, if he's alone in the city, well, probably know what that means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library here in the city. I'll show you where it is in the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved that place. He would sit there day and night. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. You really don't have any friends? Oh, I couldn't have survived this long if I was completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even the fighters and the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. Oh, wow. That's rough, dude. Commander Tierbade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. Well, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for the info. Well, go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Oh, I'm sure we will, sir. Wow, that's horrible. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but I guess his was a pretty bad one. Okay, we need to talk to Horace Worm. I think that's one of the quests I have. 1,000 gold coins for ya, just as I promised. You helped me get back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Horace Worm always keeps his word. Now, speaking of our future cooperation, I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. What do you mean, a job for someone like me? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booze and then lie down drunk in the gutter or some such. Do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, noble of heart, but without a coin to your name? Horgus sizes you up critically and then sighs and shrugs. Well, you seem reliable enough to me. And you did get me out of those mongrel caves, so why should I care what you do with my money once you got it? Horgus seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes them something. Well, what does this job involve? You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have, well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city had tried to get inside one way or another. I shudder to imagine the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards are able to hold the mansion during the attack. I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar knows what has happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. I already asked the local paladins, but they have no desire to set foot outside this tavern. Damn cowards and traitors. That's what they are. Also, please, do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She's of noble birth, after all. Okay, well, so what kind of reward are we talking? 1,000 gold coins, of course. Well, double the reward and I'll think about it. That sounds pretty dangerous. Yeah, for that kind of money, I would hire Queen Galfrey herself to guard me. 1,000's my final offer. All right, that's fine. Marvelous! Most excellent. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand. But do hurry unless you want me to lower your reward. Okay, our list of stuff to do is just getting bigger and bigger. Oh my goodness, look at this. Nevia, we already talked to her. There's somebody named Kyoto and Visality Ramthus. Let's talk to this dude. A stout old man with a fuzzy gray beard mumbles a prayer. He looks as tired as everyone else in the tavern, but determination is stamped upon his haggard face. What can I do for you? Well, who are you? I'm Visily Rathamus, rector of the local temple of Abadar. The temple is gone, though, and if we snooze here for much longer, the city will be lost as well. Who's that boy that's with you? Oh, this one? This is Kyoto. He's a shepherd. He's my apprentice. He's a smart boy, and his faith is strong. He serves Aristil, though. But there's still something he can learn from an old servant of Abadar. He'll be a great cleric when he gets a little bit older. So what kind of help can I expect from you? Well, first, I sell scrolls. I have a lot of them, you see. Something for every occasion. Second, while you're here in the tavern, I can read one for you. Guaranteed no surprises, but you'd better not go into the city without a cleric. I won't be going there myself. I'm too old. My powers are needed here. Oh, let me see what you got. Oh, look, he does have a little bit of everything. Look at this. I know where to come to when we get a little bit more coin. Right now, we just really can't deal with that. Well, thank you, sir. An imposing young Ored is surrounded by a crowd of crusaders who are hanging on to her every word. I hope this example clearly illustrates the difference between Jiska legionnaires from the last war and the Crusaders. The perfection of form and spirit they were imbued with during creation turned them into parts of a well-balanced war machine. Not a ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. Now, tell me again, why am I supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults, where everyone is fighting for their ego and for the right to beat their peers to a swift but pointless, heroic sacrifice? Some of the Crusaders grumble unhappily, but it's clear that they're captivated by the woman's words. The only exception is a scraggly, disheveled halfling monk whose puffy black eye gives him away as a brawler and a troublemaker. He enthusiastically pushes forward and tries to engage, but one of his friends swiftly jabs him in the back with an elbow, making the poor fellow pause to catch his breath. We're going to quietly listen here, I think. One of the Crusaders angrily curls his fist tightly and retorts with a burst of passion. If those Jists of yours, or whatever, had come for us, we'd have their guts for garters. You think we never fought a mighty adversary before? The soldier's stern facade cannot fully conceal his relish. He clearly plans to enjoy this confrontation. The crusaders around him look upon their exotic opponent with a mixture of irritation and piqued interest. The woman chuckles before cutting off her interlocutor. I would love to see you storm a 60-foot-tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortifications on its back. And I'll have you know, these fortifications were defended by Jistken, priest-craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They used the enemies you cannot defeat as mindless weapons. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative researcher on the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. This lecture is over. Do my esteemed listeners have any questions? What is this last war? The last war of Jiska, of course. A large-scale conflict that took place 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. The war ended the legendary Jiska Imperium, an epic struggle that became the most vibrant page in military history. Alas, all conflicts that followed were but a pale shadow, including the one I'm witnessing here. You're wrong to treat the Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. Oh, a debate? Oh, I will be happy to prove that the current conflict can't hold a candle to the last war of Jiska. Very well. The last war of Jiska was waged using a significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on reinforcements from Allied planes, and their strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of the above applies to this war of yours. Compared to Jiska, we are but stone club-wielding kobolds. I'd like to conclude my thesis with a few words of wise counsel from Dagon, an advisor to the Pharaoh of Forgotten Plains. I doubt you'll comprehend the true genius of his statement, but here it is. A gadfly sees the ox. The ox pays no heed to the gadfly, but crimson fever takes them both. The principles of war are always the same. Weapons, causes, resources may change, but the foundations remain immutable. Indira's eyes display frustration as she hears the audience, clearly impressed by your argument. There's logic in your words. I give you that. The concept of war does not change, but the degree of sophistication in the methods that we use to destroy our foes. As a scholar, I cannot deny that there's a certain truth beneath your skeptical statements. History is a complex discipline, rooted in fact and an evidentiary base that grows ever more meager the farther the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith, the way Crusaders embellish their tales of slaying a single Bimmerok or adding a dozen Balors, for example, I could win this debate, but I am above such things, and therefore forced to admit that your skepticism is not entirely without merit. Well, I am sure you would have been able to expound on your arguments in a longer discussion. I am glad we both understand this limitation. It's always a pleasure to face a worthy opponent, even if the debate takes place in a grimy tavern, perhaps especially because of that. Indara unbuckles her sword and hands you the weapon. This is a worthy blade. It will be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. And this is where I bid you farewell. And before the end of the day, I was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to drive their prey like herds of livestock. It's about time I got back to my research. Stay safe. Wow. And then she disappears. That was an interesting discussion, and she gave us something She gave us a weapon. Claw of Jiska. A short sword. Oh, we don't have anybody that uses a short sword. That is fantastic. I don't know. Can I use it? No, I can't use it. Lon could use it, though. Let's give it to him in case he's ever in a situation where he can't use a bow. I think that'll work out just fine. Let's go and rest. Okay.
You aren't from a noble family, right? You were taught to fight and read prayers, but I can pick a street rat out of a crowd of aristocrats.
Right, and they keep looking at me like I'm about to blow my nose on the curtains, especially the ones whose nightly services don't go any further than marching in parades.
All right. Well, let's go out of this place and see what it's like out there. Oh, still don't have our group. That's okay. What's this? This place has been sanctified. It can protect the area around it from the corruption. Okay, very cool. So we've got a few buildings and some people hanging out here. I wonder if there's anything important in here. Oh, we got a little chicken stuck up on the stairs. Oh, here's somebody. Ah, a new face in the city. You picked a good time to come to Canabras. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Are you, Staunton Dane's brother? Yep. Where he goes, I go. That's how we've always done it, even before the world wound. I forge the armor, he goes into battle and breaks it. He brings it back to me, and I repair it and make it better than before. Everything's changed since then, of course, but that part stayed the same. Oh, we can show radiance to Joran. Do you recognize this sword? Do I recognize it? Of course I do. I made this with my own hands. There's my brand, see? Oh, Yanil, things have been tough without you. But at least we've still got your sword. That's something. In battle, ordinary swords get blunted. They break. Sometimes a weapon can preserve. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm no authority on these things. But something like an echo of the deeds done with that weapon, or more like a reflection of the wielder's soul. I don't know. I'll say one thing. Take care of that sword. Yanil may no longer be with us, but the demons will still remember why they need to turn tail and run when they see it. Oh, the scabbard's all worn, though. We can't have a fine sword like this being carried around, this tatty thing. I'll make you a new covering for it. If the city stands strong and we both survive, come see me again and I'll have it ready. No charge. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. He sells stuff, but we're not going to be able to buy anything, so I have to go for now. Well, if you need something from me, don't be afraid to stop by. Okay. Will do. Okay, you know what? We are going to save. And we are going to exit. I think we're ready. Lord knows we've got 10,000 quests to do. Better get on it. Okay, we're gonna take everybody. Looks like Camellia got healed up in the inn, which is fantastic. Okay. We're not like, I thought we'd step outside and like be in the city. This is a global map of the city of Canabras. Some locations might not be available for travel for various reasons. As you explore the map and progress through the game, you will discover new locations and routes. While traveling between locations, you may be attacked by enemies, so make sure you rest. Okay. So okay then. I guess the city is everything within these walls. So that's a pretty big place. Grey Garrison, that's where we came up out of the maze. Okay, so we have to scout around there. Okay, this is okay, so when we get quests, then they're put on the map. But how the heck do you get there? And the tower. That's where there's supposed to be cultists. Market Square is where we are supposed to go to cross. This, I guess, is okay then. So we have to go through the market regardless. So let's do that. Let's try to get here. It will take 1 hour. Okay. Oh, really cool. Look at this. Bloody carcass of a steed with a broken leg is covered in armor. The saddlebag's intact. Okay, if we want to stop there, we'll stop there maybe on our way back. I want to get to the first location. Lovely. Here we go. Okay, so it does show like we're in the city. What the heck? Marauder Conjurer, 2 of them. All right then. She has a rapier. I want to get in her face, I think. Nice. Buddy? Oh, there's more. Where? Oh! Archer. Alrighty then, Mr. Archer. Let's see. Oh, I missed. Flat-footed creatures. Lacey was attacked while they were flat-footed. A creature's flat-footed when it doesn't expect an attack. It loses a dex bonus. Oh, because he hit me from behind. Okay, I got it. Alright. Over. I'm just gonna pick up the loot and move on. That wasn't that bad. Okay, we came in from this way. Alright, let's continue on. Oh, Sela leveled up. I'll level her up off camera. Yes, we want to go in the market square. Oh, look at that. Okay, everybody. Well, we're going to leave the episode here. Next time, we're going to start exploring the market square. Please subscribe and give a like to the video. And I hope to see you next time. Take care, all. Bye-bye now.